Hello there. Well, we got the van at last. Do you want to have a look at it? I'll show you around, eh? Morning. It's actually Saturday, so it's not Monday, and this is not a video of the new van. This is the hire van, and we are sending it back. They're going to come pick it up Monday morning, so part of the condition, well, it doesn't say that, but I'm just going to, I'll give it a clean, and it'll be going back. In my opinion, bloody cleaner than when I got it. You see that door there with that little gap? That's where the sensor keeps going off and driving me mad, but that was how I got the van. Everything about the van is how I received it, with its little stone chips, its missing trim, and the cab. Again, this is cleaner and smells nicer than when I got it, so they can't moan. As you can see, these Renault Masters, they don't really come with much kit, do they? No aircon, no cruise control, no LCD display, just a basic radio, but it does have Bluetooth. But this served me well for 3 weeks. It's done all right. But like I said, I don't think I'd buy one. So hopefully the next video or the next clip will be something to do with the new van. We've arrived to collect. Well, we've got her. Here she is. Volkswagen Crafter in blue. She's a big old beast. 4-metre cab and the 4-metre cargo area at the back. The doors open right back, which is good. Ignore the wet floor because it's just been valeted. Disappointing thing about these compared to the MANs is the weedy light. It's a bit weedy, that, so I'll be getting some extra lighting installed in the van. And obviously side loading door, nice and wide, a lot wider than the Citroen that I used to have. Quite a good thick, you can see there, floor. Plenty of good stowage points for your straps, and I'll intend to put some stowage points on the side and on the bulkhead as well. And there she sits at the front. You can see she's a year old. Take you to the cab. I've not got home with this yet, so because I've stopped to get some fuel, so I thought I'll take a little video now while I've got it. So it's pretty much a standard Crafter. It's the Trendline model with the business pack, but the business pack really, it's just added extras that you can get. Mainly the storage shelves up there. You've got the air conditioning and you've got the Apple Play. You get the fold down desk here, which obviously is the other seat, but it's pretty tricky this. I like the elastic thing there. Some more cup holders in addition. And then into the dash you've got your air conditioning and your cruise control and everything like that. So the mileage is very low, which is just what we wanted. It's just had a service, and all in all, we're very happy. So I'll get her home and kit her out, and I'll show you what we've done with it after we kit it out. It'll be a work in progress, that'll be ongoing, obviously. Ignore these seats are a bit damp from valeting. Well, I've got the van home now, and for the last hour and a half I've been starting to kit her out. Getting fed up now, to be honest with you. But I'll show you what I've done so far. With the cab, nothing much. I stuck my hard hat up there. I don't use it very often, but if you don't have it, and you'll need it one day, so up there it lives for the time being until they can find a more permanent place. Storage is an issue because you haven't got like a shelf above the bulkhead. So you've got the shelves above here, which I'll be putting bits and bats. I've got myself a mat for it, which I've pre-ordered, so I've put it in. That'll obviously help protect the floor. And the fire extinguisher is going to live here because it fits, so I don't need to screw it in anywhere with the eye wash bottle. Just had to double check the date on that one, but it's still in date. So the cab itself, apart from a couple of foam brackets I'm going to add, that will more or less be it for the cab. In the back, excuse the mess, these are all things that I've thrown in the garage when I was using the hire vans. I fitted that bracket there. I don't know what they call them things, but I fitted one on the bulkhead. Handy for standing things up on. And again, I fitted one along the side of the van. Again, handy for when you've got tall items that you need to stand up and then strap. It's finding the metal underneath it was the hard bit, but I managed to do it and secure it. And then on top of the wheel arch here, I've got my ADR kit. Apart from the ADR bag, which will be living in the floor on the cab or in the back, depending on where I want to put it. And I bought these little cargo net things just for storing bits and bats that tend to get in the way. So at the moment, just got some bits and bats like gloves, straps, little multi-screwdriver set which covers pretty much everything on this van, and again more straps. And I have bought another set for the other side. Not decided where to put them yet. I'm not going to put them up today for the time being. I've secured the fire extinguisher to the wheel arch cover. I am going to reinforce this wheel arch cover as well with some metal bands around it. And then for the time being, I've hung a couple of blankets up there on a bungee strap, but they're a bit bouncy then. I think I might put a ratchet strap there instead, just to keep them off the floor really, because the goal really is, where possible, is to keep things off the floor. So that is what we've done so far. So there's enough in this van now to work it and then treat the rest as an ongoing project. That's the plan anyway. One thing I will be doing will be improving the lighting inside, because you've got one light there above the side loading door and then one light there above the rear door. Not really good enough. And one thing I would like is a 12 volt socket putting in the back here. So I think when I get the lights done at the same time, I'm going to get them to put a 12 volt socket there. Reason for that is, if you've got, as most people have, an electric tyre pump, with the length of this van, it doesn't tend to reach the back wheels from the socket in the van. There's two in the front, but they don't reach all the way to the back. So I think I'll get a 12 volt socket fitted in the back. At the same time, I get some better interior lights done. And then there's a couple of minor things that I want to do. The bumper, I think I'm going to get one of those safety steps on the back that comes out further than the bumper, because the bumper's got the reversing sensors in, and there's some clumsy bugger in a forklift truck smashes into it, they're going to get broken, aren't they? So I'm going to price one of them up and then arrange probably to get that fitted. And then the same goes with the sills on the side here. Obviously, when they come up to that, they damage the sills if they smash into it when they're loading from the side. So for the time being, I've got some timber that's slightly wider than the step. I'm going to lay that down on there whenever I get loaded, just as a guide to stop them. They'll hit the timber before they hit the actual sill, because obviously it's an expensive job to repair the sill. They've got to cut them out and replace them and repaint. So obviously I want the van to last if possible. So that's what we've done so far. I think we're going to call it a night now. Light is fading, and I want to be working, hopefully, fingers crossed, in this tomorrow. So I'll catch up you in the rest of the week.